All right, last step we're gonna do is blush. This blush, I'm not even gonna tell you what color it is because it's discontinued, but I want you to notice it doesn't have any shine or shimmer in it. You could have just a tiny bit of a sheen. This one is a matte color. Matte means flat. It means there's no shine, no shimmer. And this is an example of an angled blush brush. I'm gonna show you two other brushes here. Here are two other brushes. Here's a flatter, fluffy brush, and here's a really fat brush. You could use all three of these to create a blush look. And all we'd have to do is squish the brush into the shape that we want it to be. I'm gonna use the fat one so that you can see what I do. If I take my fingers and squish it like that, then I can get a thin line, or I can open it up like this and get a fuller, rounder look. So that's the fun of using a big brush like this. You don't have to have a precision brush that is specifically for blush. You can use almost any brush as long as you know how to squish it like that. And think about where you're putting your color. So on our stage, we do need a good amount of blush. We just need to know where to put it. Do we put it on the apple of the cheek? Do we put it in the hollow of the cheek? Or do we put it up on the cheekbone? That's the three areas that we could put it. Where we want to be focusing our color for this show is just under the cheekbone and just above the hollow of the cheek. It's not necessary to suck your cheeks in. Show me how you suck your cheeks in. Yeah, that is unnecessary and actually distorts the look of the cheek, so we can't tell exactly where we're putting the blush. So we want to keep our cheeks relaxed and we want to look for light. If I look here, I can see a darker shadow right here, and then it gets lighter here and lighter here. This is the area where I want the blush to go. I want to focus most of the pigment towards the back half and then get very soft and light up here towards the edge of her mouth. We want to stop right about the edge of her eye, right there, and her mouth. That's how we know where to go. So Emma, go ahead and face this way. I'm going to do this side first since I've got this in my left hand. You're going to face right towards the camera. A little bit of a dance. All right, I'm going to squish my brush. Since this is the side that's going to be towards the back of her cheek, I'm going to dip my brush there first and then move forward towards the center. Just like that. So you can see there's no blush on the front here. Then I'm going to just tap it off the edge of my wrist to take off any extra. I'm going to start right here and chisel it forward like that. Now I'm not doing an exact straight line. You can see me tilting like this. I'm going to add some more. I'm going to squeeze, because this is where the back end of the brush is going to be. I'm going to tap, 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 tap towards the center. Tap it off on my wrist, come towards the back, almost in a little bit of a U shape, coming forward up here. And truthfully, I'm kind of bringing the color up between the edge of her nose and her mouth. And I'm going to add just a little more towards the back. This is about the amount of blush we're looking for this show. That is wonderful. Something you can do that some people like to do, if you really tap off your brush, you can then add squeeze again, and you can brush just a little bit right here as your forehead starts to recede. Add a little bit there, a little bit under the chin, and you can squish and do just the very bridge of the nose right there. And you almost can't see it. That's just a little bit of really gentle contouring. We're not going to get into contouring today, but this is how we're going to do blush for this show. Go ahead and pause for me, Matea.